We are back, man. Um, Another day of great perspective. Figuring everything out. Everything literally is what it is. Shout out to Pluto being in Aquarius. Finally on the sun sign. It's in my sun sign. Um, it's a lot of perspective because like a lot of people didn't shift with the energy; they shifted against it. So you're gonna feel like immense fear. And as you're saying, feeling immense fear. Come on, champ. I mean, this one of them times where it just got to be a little bit bigger than myself. As in saying that, I have to help everybody because that's the whole part of being down here. Because now everybody sees from my perspective and not her perspective, and it's like, oh shit, yeah, you was bugging, yeah. So that's why I just be like, yeah, y'all bugging, it's okay. I never expect for people. One of my biggest lessons of today is to never expect me from other people. And as in saying that, I'm not expecting other people to, how can I say it? I'm not expecting people to I'm not expecting myself from other people because that'll just make me have me like expecting people to always do the right thing, and I know people aren't going to do the right thing, and that's why I always come out to do the not to do the right thing, but to just make sure that my morals are always in check, and I don't need an outside party to what's the word I'm looking for? I don't need an outside party to what am I looking for? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? I don't need an outside party to tell me if I'm a good person or not. I do it on myself. I come up with these things by the way that I can read the situation. As in saying, if there's a lot of people who are, what's the word I want to say? If there's a lot of people in a state of suffering, at that point it's up to me to like decide if I'm going to entice that suffering or if I'm going to, let me see, what's the word I'm looking for? If I'm going to relieve that suffering. Like today, when I went to the gym, the first thing I did was I got to witness just what my energy is really like. Cause I haven't really been going into my theta state that often. As in saying that, theta state is like when you're creative, when you're just like in your dream state, and you just kind of not dream state, but when you're just in your creative flow, is different from the alpha state. The alpha state is like the focus of where when you're studying, you're more in alpha state, or when you're like more of doing like it's a slower brainwave theta state. Theta state is right like not too far from delta, and as it's saying that it's a good stands to have. But yeah, I really don't really listen to music that often. I kind of just like I'm just in a state of like affirmations, and it helps. Affirmations put me in a great place so I can, what's the word I'm looking for? I can have the right perspective. Life is nothing but perspective. And when you have so many people feeding you a bad perspective, it's easier to, what's the word I'm looking for? It's easier to fall for like the manipulation that's going on around us. And as it's saying that, it's a lot of people that's still being manipulated by the old timeline. And this is why, like, for most people, they're still in fear. Most people are still, like, in a state of, what's the word to use? Most people are still, damn, I should have bought a book out here. That would have been pretty smart. Most people are still lost within the old Plutonian ways. So it's like, as it's saying that, you need Pluto to always give you that transformation you're looking for. At the same time, you can also get knowledge from when you're going down like timelines like that. So with me, I'm always in a state of like just figuring everything out, just trying to comprehend what's going on around me, because like what's going on around you is always bigger than like what you're seeing, because life is always a thing where you're supposed to be growing with reality, never really going against it. So as in saying that, like I said, I'm still being lied to, and it's almost funny when you can actually like transcend the things that people have been saying about you, and it's more of like just finding the flow within everything rather than kind of going against the flow. Like a lot of people are like really in spaces where they're still like looking for old ways to determine everything for them. And it's like, we're here to help each other. We're not here to be assholes. Assholes, like, literally, what's the word I'm looking for? Assholes are people who they don't really, like, they go through the test, but they go through situations in life, but they don't grow from them. So as it's saying, how can you learn from something where you haven't been through it? How can you grow through something that you're literally not allowing yourself to really like experience? You gotta be able to experience these things so you can like actually learn from what's going on. And as I'm saying this, I'm just like walking through the place I live and just checking everything out, getting perspective, just seeing everything for what it is. And then at the same time, just transcending what people are trying to place in front of me. Because it's always, like I said, it's always about growth. It's never about, just what anybody's trying to say, because nobody has the right perspective. So how can humans judge each other if humans don't even, you know what I mean? Humans don't know anything. We're here to figure everything out. You're always supposed to be in the energy of a childlike energy, because at that point you can study life rather than being the person who is judging life. And that's one of those things, like when you're ascending through realities and when you're creating new timelines, you have to be able to, what's the word I'm looking for? Keep going straight then. You have to be able to see what people are doing, because like most people have already fallen for so many agendas that like these old world dynamics are finally breaking. And as they're breaking, it's becoming easier and easier to, what's the word I'm looking for? Just to tell what's going on, and be as you're growing through what's going on, you'll be able to literally understand what's going on. You know what I mean? Or get full perspective on the things that like people are like lying to you about, because there aren't any spirit guides actually on Earth. Spirit guides don't dwell on the earthly realm. So like, if you ever see a friend come into your head, or somebody come into your mind, they're not like really helping you. They're just like, they're still breadcrumbing you, but they want to be the person to breadcrumb you. You know what I mean? So it's like I see what you're doing, but you're still breadcrumbing me. So you're not helping me. You know what I mean? Like you're somebody from a past timeline who you're still like breadcrumbing me. And that's why like the best thing about having a tribe is like when your tribe can literally see what people are doing, as they saying breadcrumbing you, and they can like literally say like, yo, like no, that's not the one, bro. You know what I mean? So like, it's perspective, and when you have the right perspective, you can change everything, because like that's all life is just perspective. And as your perspective like grows and changes, you'll be able to help other people, because everybody needs help. There's never just one person who can like drive the car. Nobody ever sees the person that's assisting them, but at the same time, they want to be the person. They want to be the person that does everything. You know what I mean? So it's like one man can't do everything by himself. Like, yeah, we had Michael Jordan, we had a great guy like that, but everybody's not built for that life. And even Mike had Phil, he had Scotty, and he had a lot of other players. Like, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure there was some nights where they carried him, as you can see the flu game. So as they're saying that, it's one of those things where it's just like, we see what society's doing, but it's just like, you know what I mean? Like, what can we do other than be our greatest selves, you know? So it's like more of like, what's the perspective you want to like kind of like walk through, you know what I mean? Because everybody is in a state of unknowing, pretending to know. So those who are in the know, it's just like, all right, if you know what you know, then at the same time, it's just like, you know what I mean? So it's just like the Matrix is doing one of those things where it's scared because they're waking up. Or the system, the AI programming, whatever you want to call it. So it's just like you have to be wary. Not wary in a way of fear, but don't go for everything. Everything's not to be gone upon. My man, you got to pick that up, bro. You got to pick that up. That's what I'm saying. You got to pick that up. You got 50-50 me. You cheating me. But as in saying that, like I said, the system knows that the program knows when I'm doing my Path 7s now. So what they're going to do now is send their little agents to play games. And like I said, you never get mad at the situation. You just learn from it. You learn from it and you grow from it. It's like, yeah, this is bullshit. We know it's bullshit. Most people are fearful to come outside. That's why we're outside. But as they're saying that, the people that do the work, they're never going to like complain about the work because it's something where, you know what I mean, somebody has to do the work. It's not that nobody has to do the work. It's just like, bro, it's bullshit. You know what I mean? But at the same time, this is the 3D reality that we're not escaping from, or we're growing from it, and we're getting better. So it's just like, it's never a thing where it's just like, all right, yeah, this is it, this is that. It's not. Grow, bro. Like, literally grow. Not from like other people's perspectives or not from earthly perspectives, but in ways that enrich people and lift people up and help people get further. And that's why I'm always saying, like, if you ever see an earthly, someone you know that's on the earth plane, they're not your friend, bro. As I'm saying that, these people that you're seeing on the earthly plane, they're not here to help you. They're here to breadcrumb you. There's very few people that are actually like in the realm of thought that actually want to help you. Most people like get money off of disenfranchising people, and that's what most entrepreneurs are. They're people who like disenfranchise people so they can make money off that person's narrative. So as in saying that, when you're actually like in the thing of like figuring this shit out, take your time. Like, that's one of my mantras. Take your time. You know, think wise, legal. What else? Take your time, think wise, legal, and just have patience, man. Enough patience will transcend any reality. So just be the person who does the work, man. Don't be the person who, like, don't get me wrong. Nobody likes to do this work. This work isn't fun. This work isn't pretty. It's not glorious, but who else do you want to do the work? The person that can do the work or the person that never does the work? You know what I mean? Because the world is like literally like trying to take your focus at all times. So as you're knowing that people are trying to take your focus, it just puts more perspective on you, and it shows you how much power you have over these situations. Because most people aren't going to put the work in. They're never going to put the work in. So as it's saying that, be the person that does the work. Be the person that dares to be different, where life kind of is trying to tell you that you're not shit, or, you know what I mean, things are a certain way, or, you know what I mean, this is that, that's nah. Like, control yourself. Like, take your narrative back and you be the person who is in full control of your life. You know what I mean? You don't want anybody else like ruling your life. Like, you want to be the person driving your car. You have to do it. No one else can do it but you. And as somebody who transcends so much darkness, it's easy to like be in a space where you're just like, all right, well, you know what? This is the way of the world. No, you're supposed to be the person who changes the world. And if you're not the person who changes the world, then what are you here for? You're literally just here to like keep the program going. Like, fuck keeping the program going. Like, you be the person to transcend the program. And if you're not gonna be the person to transcend the program, what you doing? You're here just to play games. If you're here to play games, wear that mask, wear that shirt, and tell us, bro. You ain't gotta sit here and lie to me. Shit, you learn that people who actually like want to change reality. Like, some of us want to change reality. Not everybody wants to be on bullshit all the goddamn time. Like, you know what I mean? It's one step at a time, bro. You ain't gotta rush nobody. We all here to figure it out. And keep figuring it out. Because everything that we learned from that past timeline is finally at a place where it's falling apart. Everything's falling apart. And as everything's falling apart, you gotta be the person to be like, okay, I see what y'all are doing, but at the same time, it's like, I found ways, I do things that suspends other people's, perspective. Because I know. At one time, I didn't know. And now that I know, I don't fuck with that fuck shit. Nah, you got it from there, bro. I'm good. Then that's out right there, so. You know what I mean? And that's when you get to a spot where you just work with reality. You don't fight it. You just be like, all right, cool. It's Thursday. It's Thursday, bro. It's fucking Thursday. And love the people that go into everything as a it's Thursday perspective. You know what I mean? So like find those people. Because there's a lot of people that's on the bullshit. That's what I mean by the bullshit. Yep. That bullshit. And that's like, I'm just mad that like this happened for as long as it did. And like people can't actually like transmute the energy. It's not that people like go fully into it rather than seeing like the full thing of what's going on around them. So it's just one of those things where it's just like, it's give and take, but a lot of people are mad, and as they're being mad and being triggered, we're going to be the people who rise out of the situation. Because while this is in, what's the name, bro? It's time. I mean, what you going to play games for, bro? You going to wait, or you going to actually change your life? You know what I mean? Like, you going to wait, or you going to change your life? Change your life, bro. Put the work in. You know what I mean? Like, this thing isn't, it's not for people who have faint at heart. Like, it takes a lot of strength to do this, like, when you know all these different, like, organizations and these groups are going against you and doing what they're doing. So that means it puts more onus on us to actually, like, be accountable for what we're doing and being the people that we need to be. So that's why I'm like, all right, cool, you know, like, if that's the perspective you're giving me, I'll take it at that. I'm not going to sit here and, like, force something that I don't need to, like, I don't need to work on. Like, you know what I mean? And then this is for your tribe of people that you're like, bro, we out here, we working, and we overcoming the things that they're putting in front of us. Like, you know what I mean? It's all about overcoming the roadblocks. You're like, I feel you, bro. I feel you. Take your time. Got a kid. I got a kid. All right, cool. Yeah, bro, that's the bullshit on me too. Yeah, it's on you too. Yep, that's why we out here walking. Absolutely, bro. And that's that weird shit. Yep. So that, my friends, is the energetic things that happen. But as the energetic things happen, you can never be the person to, you can't duck the smoke. Like, a lot of people don't even come outside for the smoke. It's like, you can't duck the smoke. Because you ducking the smoke is just like, all right, well, I'm about to run from the people that actually are here to actually help me. But because I'm so traumatized in fear, I won't actually see that. And I'll be the person to think that everything is against me. It's the same shit. So what people are doing now, they're playing in your energy and they're trying to, what's the word I want to say? It's a certain way I want to say it. It's a certain way I want to say it. What is it? Like, pretty much people are trying to like play upon your fears, but that's a Plutonian thing of where you're going to transcend and get better. You never want to be at a spot of like, and this is how you can tell who's like playing into your energy and who's doing what. Because it's not that you call into your tribe. You're actually like, certain people that are in tune to you are showing you like who's watching you, who's playing with you, who's playing games. So as in saying that, it's more of like, all right, I see what you're doing. It's not going to trigger me because I know you people are easily triggered. But it's just going to give me more perspective on what y'all got going on. Because like I said, my living situation is not the best. The person who birthed me is like a walk-in for all these entities. So as in saying that, like, she's literally can like be shapeshifted into like any person like that I had a past life like relationship with as a woman or as a man, because she's not a person anymore, she's just a walk-in. But as in saying that, it's one of those things where it's just like, all right, cool, you know, I see what you're doing, you know what I mean? Because you're mad, and then it's like, I'm still going to show people how to like deal with people who are big mad. And that's where you keep on moving. Like, you know what I mean? It's simple math to these things, especially when you got the evil eye on you in there, and you're showing people what the evil eye is, how it works in real life, and then just like the bullshit. So it's not like I'm out here just like sleepwalking. It's like, all right, well, I know a lot of people are like drowning right now in water, and I'm the only person who's kind of like right there at it and above it. It is what it is. And, you know, you got to sometimes take your time with things because there's never no point in rushing it. Because we all know what it is now. It's the same bullshit. But within the bullshit, it's always finding that kind of level and balance. So like I said, bro, you either get better or you keep going back and forth with it. Me, myself, I know what it is. And, like, I know my position in life is way bigger than, like, what people are doing. So I never allow it to get to me. I got it, big fella. Got it, bro. Thank you. And the worst part about it is, like, the further you go into this AI programming, the more this thing it gets caught up. Because in 3D reality, it's going to seem a certain way, but it's never what you think it is. So as in saying that, never get caught up in what's going on, because this is only a moment. This is the first day of it. So as in saying that, we're going to transcend, but this is just the first message of the Path 7 of this new time. Like I said, people be brown nosing. And what you're seeing is the people that are actually looking into your life, their trauma is being projected onto you because they haven't done the work that we've done. So they can never go where we go because they're not going to do the work. You know, their heart space would have traumatized them into thinking that somebody was like cutting off limbs to them or some kind of dark ass reality, which is a Plutonian energy. But within that Plutonian energy, you have Aquarius now, which is still a planet that is darker. What Plutonian went from Capricorn to Aquarius, so we're going to get so much more knowledge on the occult and like a lot of how we've been like transcending these certain situations. And that's why I'm just not allowing I never allow what I'm seeing in the 3D realm to really throw me off my balance. Because one, I'm next to like a huge apartment complex. Two, what's two? Two, I'm next to Sally. So Salesianum, whatever, boys' school. So like these are places that hold a lot of energy. And when I say hold energy, like think about how many emotions go through a single person one day. And it's definitely a stressful situation where at school you got tests and all these other programs and everything like it. So it's more of like, so I got a kid, thank you. So it's more of like finding balance between everything. That's all it is. It's finding balance. And like I said, a lot of people, like you're able to see your guides now, and as you can see your guides more, because I stopped at the house, I was like, hold on, there's a huge evil eye going on around here. And then like a couple seconds later, the lady came out the house. Well, she didn't come out the house, but she waved to me. So I was like, all right, cool. She's like, I got it, champ, don't even worry, keep moving. Then next to it, it was what is it? Not Holly. It was a, what the fuck is it? Give me a second. Like, blessings. You got it, babe? Got it. Oh. What is that shit? A reef, a Christmas reef, or a reef period. Reefs add into like the Fae world, so she was probably telling me like, yo, the Fae do see you and they recognize you, because like I said, now I'm going to be able to see the transcendence that's going on around me, because like I said, I can already tell when entities are being like latched on to me or some type of, you know what I mean, when people say they feel ghosts and all that kind of stuff. I've allowed through my hard life lessons, I was able to not harden my heart, but actually soften my heart. So these beings interact with me, and it's just like the right ones I deal with, the other ones I don't deal with. So if it's something of malicious intent, I don't allow it to attach to me. If it's something that, not even saying like I fall in love with certain entities, but you have to know what's good and what's good for your growth and what's not good for your growth. Because everything in life is also still like teaching you how to enlighten. And as you're enlightening, you're going to like find situations that help you for your greatest good. I'm probably gonna stop this in a little bit, but yeah, just stay on your path, man. The path is one to always be learned, and that's what I mean. Like you find the entity, you see the entity, and after the entity is like coming to you, you come to a point of like, what's the term I'm looking for? It's a certain term. You get like a sexual response from it. So the cue is feeling that there's something around you. The trigger is the sexual reward from it. Then 3 is like whatever the thing does with you. So like, you know what I mean? It's weird upon how it happens, but the more you study this energy, the more you'll be able to transmute it. So keep working, you know. It's your boy Anu. I'm out, man. Stay blessed, you know. Just don't, the main other thing, do not trust your eyes. We're losing our sight so we can step into our spiritual prowess. So like I said, you want to be like more of the, like how you always watch certain shows that have, what's the word I'm looking for? Certain shows that have like the beings with just the glowing eyes. That's what you want to become, not in the animalistic state, but you want to like show that your body is enlightening. It's so that you're a bodhicitta, BODHACHITDA. It means your mind is enlightening. But a bodhisattva, I think that's a different level. It's like a spiritual enlightenment, but they're close. They're like closely related. But what you're feeling now is a lot of like people's anxiety and things like it. But it's your boy, man. Stay blessed, stay fortunate, man. Just never let this thing take you out. Never let your emotions kind of take the best of you, and just keep moving forward.